Hey, it's Denise. I want to talk about some things canning related. Yesterday I did made two things: peach butter and peach syrup. So I'm gonna link to in the description box a link to the video that inspired me. I was looking for recipes for peach butter because I've never made it before, and I found a video that was a tutorial on not only peach butter in the crock pot, which is how I wanted to do it, but also using your peach peels to make peach jelly and or peach syrup, which interested me because the person making the video mentioned the same thing which I want to use it for, which is using the peach syrup to make your own peach flavored iced tea. I love peach iced tea, and I've got tons of tea bags on hand, so making a half gallon or gallon of tea is certainly easy enough to do, especially if you're patient and do like the sun tea method. So having the peach syrup made, I'll be able to, yes, it's going to add sugar, so it won't be diet, but considering that I've been sort of losing weight and having to work at maintaining within the range that I want to maintain in, adding a little bit of sugar into something that I drink once in a while isn't really something I'm worried about. So let me just go over. I can show you the two things that I made. I did not bother with the peach jelly because I'm not really a jelly person. So I did the peach butter in these, it's glorious peachy color. Can you see that? Should I shine the annoying? No, that's just annoyingly bright. It's not helping in any way. Okay, there you go. Peach butter. These are the 12 ounce, so they're bigger than a half pint. They're the 12 ounce quilted jelly jars. So I got 6 of these out of 6 pounds of peaches. So yes, aren't you glad you didn't have to watch me peel and dice 6 pounds of peaches? If I'm watching a tutorial for something I really, that's what I'm learning how to do it from, even then, it's like you can just tell me I peeled and diced the peaches or the potatoes or whatever. Nobody needs to watch that. We all know how to peel a fruit or vegetable, unless it's a super basic, like, just learning to cook type of video, then I guess maybe you don't know. Okay, so 6 pounds of peaches ended up being 6 perfect 12 ounce. I know we're going from 6 pounds being the weight, and those are 12 fluid ounce. So pint and a half, what would that be? That would be about, what? How many? Oh God, I just lost my milliliters. I want to say it's about 500 milliliters, but that might be a pint is 500 milliliters. So that could be about 750 milliliters. No, a pint is 500 milliliters. That's 3/4 of a pint. Oh God, my lack of ability to do math is showing. Okay, so 250, 350, 400, it's less than 500. The syrup, which is, you can see, a beautiful peach colored, basically, thicker than water, but totally liquid. It's like a simple syrup. If you do baking, you know that basically simple syrup is either water or your other liquid, like juice of some kind, equal parts water to sugar. So same thing with this. Simmered the peach skins in water and then let them sit for a few hours for all the peachy goodness to seep into the water. Then added, once I measured out how much liquid I had, measured in that much sugar, which it's a lot of sugar, but it also has a great peach taste. So like I said, I plan on using it to add to tea and iced tea specifically, but I guess I could add it to hot tea and have why not? I have other herbal teas that I drink hot. So I those, I ended up with 11 of these pint jars, and just because I already had them out and sterilized, 2 of this size jar as well. So I ended up with a little over 12 pints. I'm not doing the math, okay? 12 pints plus a little bit. How's that? 12 and a half pints of the peach syrup. And that's made from the peels, which you would have been throwing out. So I think that's super. And again, check out the video. I will link it in the description box. So in other canning related news, if you want to call it that, as we know, there's a supply shortage with canning items, canning related items, specifically jars and lids. But a lot of people, myself included, when they go to their Walmart or other grocery store, the whole canning aisle is just, the shelves are bare. So what are some other ways to get your supplies, or some substitutes maybe for supplies that we normally use in canning? Something I found, now one of these was a good deal in my opinion, and the other was expensive, but I did it because I just kind of wanted some large jars. And now I'm not going to even use these. I'll show you while I talk. These were both Amazon purchases. Yes, these were both. Sometimes I get confused. Did I order it from Walmart or Amazon? These were both Amazon purchases. So this is a glass jar. It is a 2-quart, so a 2-liter jar. But notice it has just a regular metal screw-on lid. So I would not can in this jar. I don't know that, it's certainly not a canning lid, and that means I don't know that this jar is up to the pressure canning or even water bath canning standards, and it's not a standard size lid, so even a wide mouth canning lid isn't going to fit on here. So I would not use this for canning personally, but I can use it for things that I've either been storing in my canning jars, or I could make my sun tea in here, couldn't I? And then pour some of my syrup. So these were the ones that to me they were expensive. A 4-pack of them was $28 for 4 jars. Now, if you have Amazon Prime, that also is including the shipping. So that does bring the price down compared to if you were ordering it from somewhere that doesn't give free shipping. But still, I thought it was, compared to the prices on other glass jars, these were relatively cheap. But compared to if we were not in this jar shortage situation, I would not have paid that much. But like I said, it was a set of 4 of them for $28, and I went ahead and got myself a set of 4. The other thing to keep in mind, if your canning section is just, bare, citric acid you can buy in bulk. So don't just look at the canning section. Like, I got this on Amazon, and just put in citric acid, and or you can put in bulk citric acid. It's food grade. It's 5 pounds, and it was $15. So $3 a pound. That's not bad. And you can see it's a decent sized bag. It's 5 pounds, and that's going to last forever compared to usually, if you buy citric acid in the canning section, you get it in maybe like a jar this big, and you pay a couple dollars for it. So that's a lot of citric acid. And just for a little maybe me time, let's not forget baking soda and citric acid are what make bath bombs fizz. So never bad to have some extra on hand. That's pretty much it. I should probably mention my very fashionable floppy beanie. I got, you've probably seen me wearing this. I'm trying to block that glare from the other light that is always hitting that mirror behind me if I don't stay all the way in, if I don't keep myself in the corner like I'm in timeout here. The beanie was another, the beanie was a Walmart order. So yeah, when I was ordering like food and stuff, I was looking for, winter knit hats, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try those kind of slouchy looking ones, because you know, especially if you're going with the big poofy hair as I'm doing lately, I feel like it's sort of tranquil beanie that just kind of fits over it, tones it down, if it's possible to say that you've toned this down. That's really my little canning tips and, you know, supply tips for the moment, and I hope you found it informative. I hope you go out and make your own peach butter, because I have to tell you, I tweaked the recipe a little bit from the video that I'm gonna link. In my peach butter, I put, to my 6 pounds of peaches, I put in 1.25 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And, you know, you cook it down and reduce it. And it was so good. I mean, like, so good. I dare say it might be better than my apple butter. And I love my apple butter. It's my first time ever making peach butter, so love it. The original recipe in the video that I'm going to link to, she doesn't use vanilla. I just think vanilla and peach really complement each other, so I put a little bit of vanilla in mine. But that's it. I think my next big canning project, at least that I have planned, is not going to be till probably the first week of October, when I'm going to be doing a bunch of chicken and chicken broth. So anyway, keep up your canning, keep up your gardening. Downstairs in the kitchen, my arrow garden, I am about to harvest my parsley and my dill. Now, some people will just keep snipping and growing and using it fresh throughout the winter, but I also have an eggplant plant in there. So my parsley and dill are like the size of flower bouquets, and my eggplant is in the middle, and it's getting to the point I don't want the herbs to stunt the growth of the eggplant. So I'm just going to harvest the plants whole, the herbs, and hang them to dry, or I might even use my oven on its lowest setting to dehydrate them, because the weather's been so humid that just setting things out on the countertop, like on a paper plate, to let them dry is taking forever, and I don't want to put things away even mildly damp, because then they're going to get moldy. So there we have it. Today I should be harvesting and drying the dill and parsley, and that will give the eggplant, now that it's starting to grow a little bit, room to, it can use the arrow garden to itself until it finishes. The 2 fairy tale eggplant, same variety, that I have in the arrow garden in the hallway that I've shown you in, I think, 2 videos so far, they're doing well, they're getting bigger. Once they start to flower or set fruit, I will definitely, you know, well, I'll be hand pollinating them. So once they're flowering, I'll probably show them to you. And definitely then again, once hopefully they set some eggplant, I will show them to you again. But yeah, they're doing well. My only concern is temperatures are dropping. It's we actually have our first frost warning for tonight. And like when I woke up this morning, it was like just 60 degrees in the house. Now I keep my thermostat at 60 degrees. For the summer, I actually turned it a little below that, just because it was, you know, off for the summer, and I didn't want just a breeze, because my thermostat control is kind of right by the door, so if someone opens the door, as soon as the cold air comes in, it hits it and kicks the heat on, even though the door was only open for a second. So yeah, for the summer, I turned it all the way down. I did turn it back up just above to make it kick back on, to make sure that no furnace issues. You don't want to wait until it's really cold to find out that somehow over the summer your furnace died. Yeah, there's my manage your heating situation tips that nobody asked for. Anyway, please hit that like button. You can do it. Go ahead, subscribe while you're doing it. That would be very much appreciated by me. And comment. Let me know what other canning projects you are doing, or if there are any particular canning projects or questions that you would like to ask me. I'm not any sort of super expert, but I certainly have done my share of, I've done more pressure canning than water bath canning, because I tend not to just can high acid foods. But I've gotten braver this year, and I did my first strawberry jam, and now I've done my first peach butter and peach syrup, which were water bath canned. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you're doing, or if there's any particular thing you would like to see me try to make. And I will do my best to answer your questions and or accommodate your requests. So again, please like, share, and subscribe, because that helps me out. I'm trying to grow my channel and would appreciate your help. So have a great day. Happy gardening, happy canning, happy cooking, happy organizing, because that's something I have to get back to. I've been distracted with some of the other projects. Definitely need to get back to the organizing. Have a great day, and as always, thank you for watching.